Hi, my name is Mosa Mailula from Limpopo in South Africa. I'm a photographer, documentary filmmaker. I love to do culture-based documentaries about the cultures in my province, which is Limpopo province in South Africa. The province is rich in so much of African culture, and that is something that I love to demonstrate about my province in South Africa. And it is so much linked with the West African side, the Central African side, and my work is more channeled towards connecting cultures in Africa. I started this industry at a point where it was hard to do the work that I'm doing now. I started from scratch when there was literally no camera to work with. I had to try renting out cameras, and until I got small money and I started to buy small DSLRs, and then eventually I started to do more of photography so that one day I can start to do my short films or documentaries. So photography led me to a point where now I can start to do films with the equipment that I've gathered and with the assistance that we got from government in South Africa. So I'm here today, 8 years later after I've started, and the road looks like it's going where I want it to go now. My documentary film it's about African Initiation School happening in Limpopo. It's a South African Initiation School where young men are circumcised, but they stay there for a month and then they get initiated, they get taught how to become real men. The documentary is about that. It's something that happens in different parts of South Africa, but it happens in different ways. So in the particular documentary I have, it's about the Tswale Royal Council and how they do the initiation school. I've seen it's something that also happens in other parts of Africa, and then they do it differently. I mean, some go there for a month, some go for more than a month. There are some in South Africa who go for a year. So for that period of time, there is no work. They don't go to work, and they're there for a year doing an initiation to become real men. So it's something that is of the African culture. So we explore it and see why it is there, why it is deemed as important, why somebody would decide to go away for a month to say, I'm going to learn how to become a real man, a real African man. What motivated me to go into photography and documentaries is my love for film. I realized that I'm so much connected to photography, to the arts, to creating things, to creating films in general. So it's something that I saw my grandfather doing when I was young. He wasn't doing it at a broader spectrum like we are doing it nowadays. But I just noticed that it's something that I'm really maybe born with. I'm really attached to it. I love it. It's something that I would do forever. I don't want to stop doing it. What differentiates my work is it's how I'm connected to nature itself, to my surroundings, to the landscapes that I see in my area especially. When I landed in the area where I'm staying now, which is an area where I was born, I left and then I went back to that particular area. What inspired me is the landscapes. It's a beautiful place. You get large landscapes, mountainous areas. You get views that you have never seen before. So I would put my subjects there, demonstrate the area and also show the beauty of the people as well. The difficulties I've encountered is that the market, especially in South Africa, the market is crowded, and choosing content is something that they really do in a way that doesn't favor every creative, and in such a way that your product must really be appealing to what they want at the time. So there are times where content sort of expires, so you need content that catches the eye of the people at the time, and content that broadcasters are looking for. The challenge is when the type of content that we create is not what the other channel is looking for, the channel that we are targeting is looking for. Yeah, it's what is a bit difficult in the industry, but it's smooth when you get to find those channels that are really looking for the type of content that you want, and you create that content that impresses them. My big moments would be when I got an award for a documentary we did during COVID. So during the COVID lockdowns in 2022, when it was hard to work and we couldn't leave our towns because we were under lockdown, we decided as four young people to do a documentary while we are in different places. So we got on our cameras and went to capture what was happening at the time in 5 different cities. And then we gathered something. We became the winners of a festival at that time during the COVID-19 period.